We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And off we go from Dallas. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. It was Osa Odigizua in on the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Out of the gun, Daniels. We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. And the Cowboys scoop it up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. They had gotten the ball moving, Brock. We're seeing some progress on their debut possession.
They were following the script well, but of course, nobody scripts a turnover.
No, they don't. So does that totally erase the positives that they could otherwise take away from that opening drive?
Yes and no. I mean, every possession is such a premium in this league, but you do know we can move this ball. We just got to take better care of it.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down. He's dropping back to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the gun, it's Daniels. Rolling left, buying some time. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. from the 46. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
That's McLaurin on the quick slant. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Commanders will have a first. Shotgun snap to Daniels. That's it. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And the Cowboys scoop it up. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Wow, oh wow. He sent his offense out twice now, and both times they fumbled it away. I'm not sure who's more aggravated, the dudes down there or the dude next to me up here.
Well, I'm aggravated, but I know the guy on the field wants to put the offense in the doghouse, like all of them right now. This can't happen in the NFL, Kate. And a lot of guys out there, they got to be looking to one another. Hold each other accountable to hold on to the ball.
No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
Got Lamb, and it's complete. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Yeah, that's what I call an absolute no-no. I mean, that just can't happen down here in the red zone. You've got to find a way to get rid of the football because now you're not only outside the red zone and
second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They need the right call here. It'll be 3rd and goal. This is hauled in by Ingram. And they're able to touch him down, so that's going to bring up 4th down.
sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Game's kick is good. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Play stopped by Damone Clark. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Daniels. Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Barkley gets it on third down. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
First down, and they go right back to him. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Marshawn Nealon, the one to send him down. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
From the 44 here on 2nd down. That's brought in by Luke McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Throwing now, Daniels. Builds up this one off to his running back, complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. And that's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. If you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
On first down, here's Daniels. Able to get it to Barkley. Is across the line for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders. All right, looks like they want another look at this one. The play going to be reviewed by our officials, making sure they got this one right. So upon further review and a consultation from Game Day Central, the call overturned. Daniels on first down. And that is caught. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders start to fight back with their first points of this game. On is Cade York for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Commanders cut it to a field goal game. Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Kickoff taken at the 3. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Finds the in route complete. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Handoff running right, Pierce. And they had that one contained right at the line. Linky Luvu there for the tackle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. The Cowboys working here. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Throwing from the gun. Caught for big yards on the right side. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys grow their lead just before halftime. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys make it a 10-point ball game. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
Back now, pressure on its way. Complete, it's McLaurin. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington first. Back to throw, here's Daniels. Chased out to his right. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Barkley's got it. Still has some space inside the 35. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning-quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent.
Another turnover. This time it's an interception. Christian Benford has it. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
It is caught left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. He brings the offense up now for a first and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Complete to the rookie out of Auburn. And he'll get it up to the 44. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
From the 44-yard line now, first and 10.
Let's go.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. They left him wide open. It's complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Hits his running back. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 20. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense back.
And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys will add to their lead at the end of the half. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys take a 3-possession lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Only 17 seconds left for them as they begin this drive. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
He's on the move. That one's caught along the left sideline. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. One last play before the break. A final throw before the break. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Deron Bland has it. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half.
York to kick off.
On now is York to kick this one away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
They're on the 29-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Pierce up the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost. He busts those tackles.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready, ready.
Setting up a throw. He's got this complete to Dameon Pierce. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
They steal the frequency on those opposing headsets. Somebody reading lips or steal a signal from the opposing sideline, Kate, because somehow this defense knew what was coming. They broke on that screen. It was incredible. What a stop.
Second and 15. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking for a throw here. Escapes the pocket. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. He's got this at the 27. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And the Commanders will go on offense. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap to Daniels. On the move, headed right. He gets this one to McLaurin. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Completed over the middle. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Daniels to throw on 4th. That's cut beyond the marker. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. That's into the hands of Barkley. It's a pickup of 11. And the Commanders will have a first. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Putting the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, Daniels. Able to get it to Barkley. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Daniels on 1st down. Cut out left. And this one does not go far. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Daniels. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Look at the quarterback's eyes. He's looking, he's trying to find a lane of some kind, but there was nowhere to go. And he was lucky to get back to the line before that defense closed in.
Oh, he got, but he can't evade that one, and they get him to the ground. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. So the Commanders sending out Katie York for the try. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Groupie sends it through. And the gap closes to 14 points.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Derek Forrest able to make the stop. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. We're through 3. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Pierce. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 13. Fits it through the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
Here we go, sack.
Running left, it's Pierce. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
They'll go right back to Pierce. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They push it forward for a yard, and that brings up 3rd and 8.
Go!
Throwing from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down, Dallas. Shotgun handoff to Pierce. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. He's got it on the bootleg. Buys time, rolling right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Jeremy Chin has got it. And the Commanders have some new life in the 4th. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity that looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. But once you get...
hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. And the Cowboys scoop it up. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. Second down now, 7 to go. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys getting closer to their 13th win of the season.
Ready.
Second down now, 7 to go. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he fought the good fight there just to make it back to the line. Looks like no gain on second down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
Well, one defender failed. Well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. That's caught for the first. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
Lining up to take a knee on second down. So the Cowboys take the win here in Arlington. And they